I mean, it wasn't just stupid. Like, you you inappropriately messaged a fucking kid, apparently. Like, what the
This is pretty scary. Now, a lot of people have asked for proof about these situations, and I agree. There should be proof before we call somebody, the P word by any stretch of the imagination, obviously. But it's kind of scary when professional relationships get cut this quickly.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Well. I tried to be fair. In my last video on Dr. Disrespect, I wasn't necessarily on his side, but I was on the side of damn, we need some evidence. That one guy's tweet wasn't enough, that some guy just posting something on Twitter shouldn't be enough to convict a person. I still believe that. But, oh my god, Dr. Disrespect came out in a tweet and said it's all true, that he did message a minor. FBI, open up! And, wow, this is not a video I thought I was going to be making. 100% truth, I kind of just thought he didn't do it. That one guy's tweet wasn't enough, that there was no additional evidence presented because it wasn't there. We've had in the last couple of days a couple of bad looks on the guy who tweeted, Cody Connors. The tweets would be traced back to a joke he made in which he said that if his, I think, comedy shows were going to sell out, then and only then would he come forward with this story. It's not a good look to, base whether or not you're going to reveal a crime based solely off of the sales of an unrelated event. The more that, was being exposed on Twitter, the less I believed Cody, until this. Holy shit, it's all true. And it's straight from the man himself. So, I have not read the whole tweet. I started it. We're going to go back to the beginning, and we're going to read through it together and just see what Dr. Disrespect has to say about being the 587,000th YouTube to try and bang a kid, because for whatever reason, YouTubers just can't stop going after children. Jesus. Alright, so he says, the Twitch ban. Hello, I'd like to make a quick statement. Let's cut the... I'm going to skip that. As you can see, there's no filter with me. I've always been upfront and real with you guys on anything that I can be upfront about, and I am always willing to accept the responsibility, which is why I'm here now. First and foremost, I do want to apologize to everyone in my community, as well as those close to me, my team, and everyone at Midnight Society Games Studio. Now, for those who don't know, this is the studio that, up until today, Dr. Disrespect worked for. I say worked for, he kind of basically co-founded it. And they have cut ties with him. And we'll go over that tweet in a minute here after. A lot of people have been left in the dark about what happened yesterday with Midnight Society and we have made the painful decision collectively to have me step down. That's kind of funny. When we read the tweet put out by Midnight Society, it sounds a lot less charitable than that. It sounds more like they decided to cut ties with him because now he's a risk to the PR of the company, but in either case, they're separated now. Our team is full of incredibly talented and good people, and people that have high career ambitions and families, and I'd never want to jeopardize the culture we have carefully crafted. Everyone has been wanting to know why I was banned from Twitch, but for reasons outside my control, I was not allowed to say anything for the last several years. Now that 2 former Twitch employees have publicly disclosed the accusations, I can now tell you my side of the story regarding the ban. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Jesus. Were there real intentions behind those messages? The answer is absolutely not. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. This is like, literally any episode of To Catch a Predator with Chris Hansen, if you remember the show from back in the day. Every single one of them shows up at the house. They got, a condom or alcohol or whatever. They show up to the house to meet a minor, and every one of them says there were no real intentions behind the messages. Oh my god, dude. These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. Nothing illegal happened, no pictures were shared, no crimes were committed. That is such a slimy thing to say. I have never even met the individual. Okay, yeah, so you never met the individual, and you didn't share photos, but what you're talking about here is sexting with a minor. Then you sexted with a child, bro. It's so fucking slimy. I have never even met the individual. I went through a lengthy arbitration regarding a civil dispute with Twitch, and that case was resolved by a settlement. Let me be clear, it was not a criminal case against me, and no criminal charges have ever been brought against me. Now, from a moral standpoint, I'll absolutely take responsibility. I should never have entertained these conversations to begin with. That's on me. That's on me as an adult, a husband, and a father. It should have never happened. I get it. I'm not perfect. I'll fucking own my shit if this was stupid. Yeah, it was stupid. And you know what? Credit for owning it. Because most of the time when one of these YouTubers comes out and, oh yeah, they were messaging a child, they go straight to denial. Glad you owned it. Shouldn't have fucking done it. Probably shouldn't be in a position that allows you to talk to children. I know you had mentioned, Dr. Disrespect had mentioned on stream just, I think yesterday, perhaps the day before, that he was looking at, taking a break from streaming. Yeah, it's time, bro. Take a break. In fact, don't come back. Jesus, man. I thought I was being fair, saying, hey, we need the evidence. I still believe, we always need evidence before we jump to a conclusion, but there's no conclusion to jump to here now. You owned it. You said you did it. It happened. Just because there wasn't a photo exchanged, just because you never physically went and saw this minor, doesn't mean it's okay that a man who was in his, I think, 30s at that time, perhaps even 40s, was messaging a child sexually. Like, what the fuck, bro? Now, with that all said, I don't get it fucking mistaken. I've seen all the remarks and labels being thrown around so loosely. Social media is a destruction zone. I am no fucking predator or pedophile. Are you kidding me? Anyone that truly knows me fucking knows that where I stand on those things with those types of people, F that. There's a different level of disgust that I effing hate hearing about. Don't be labeling me as the worst of the worst with your exaggerations. Get the F out of here with that. But I think I've said what I needed to say regarding the ban itself. That's it. That's why Twitch made the decision in 2020. All right. So, yes, Twitch did ban him because he was messaging a minor. Wow. To my team, community, industry friends that have supported me, I apologize. I wish I could have said all of this sooner. You guys have always showed me and my family love and support throughout all these years. We love you guys like you can't imagine. I have the effing best community and circle. If any of this has made you uncomfortable, I get it. You don't have to support me anymore, but just know you always have been greatly appreciated. But trust me when I say this to all my haters that live and breathe social media with zero real life experience, I don't give a F about you. All right, real life experience, you sexted a minor, dude. I don't need real life experience being sexted as a minor to know that's wrong, and I don't need to sext a minor to know that's wrong. To anyone out there on social media, once you have a big enough platform, hire someone, a manager, to assist you with your social media, and do not respond to messages sent by minors. Don't open them. Don't talk to them. Don't respond. Make your little video, post your little video. That's it. You don't need to respond to your fans if they're children. There's just no need. You don't need to engage. Finally, if you're uncomfortable with this entire statement and think that I'm a POS, that's fine. I'm not effing going anywhere. I'm not the same guy that made this mistake all those years ago. All right, it was years ago. You were still an adult then, and not like a recent adult. You were in your 30s, perhaps even 40s. It's not like you were, a 16-year-old kid those years ago, And now you've grown up, you've seen, you've done some maturing. You were an adult, dude. There was very little maturing that took place because you were already a fully grown, mature adult. Like, it's not like you were 16 and now you're 25 and you've seen the error of your ways. You were an adult. You were an adult then with a wife and children. You're an adult now with a wife and children. Very little has changed. You didn't change out of a guy who sexted minors. You either were a guy who will sext a minor, or you're not. I'm taking extended vacation with my family as mentioned on stream, and I'm coming back with a heavy weight off my shoulders. Don't come back, dude. I really thought we weren't going to come to this point. I really thought it was all fake. And not because I'm a fan, I have literally never watched one of his streams. But simply because normally when someone comes forward with an allegation this serious, they come forward with a folder of photos and recordings and whatever it is. I was so certain this was a nothing burger. I am shocked that it was actually a genuine a exposure of his skeletons in his closet. And so I'm making this video real quick just to own that. I was certain it was a nothing burger. More importantly, I wanted people to have evidence before they jumped to a conclusion. But I said in my last video that if it came out, we were going to talk about it. And by God, it came out, and we're talking about it. Dr. Disrespect, go on your vacation, man. Close your accounts. I will be shocked if by the time you get back, if you're not banned from YouTube. I know he just signed a new contract with Kick. Honestly, I don't expect Kick to ban him. That's what makes Kick, is they take all of the rejects from the other platforms and accept them onto theirs. I kind of expect he will probably move over there with a significant reduction in his audience, if I had to guess. That said, we won't be seeing him anywhere for a while now, and I think that's probably best for a time. I'm glad you admitted to it. You admitted to it 4 years too late, and you should have never fucking done it in the first place, dude. This is the tweet from Midnight Society, the company that he co-founded and has been removed from. On Friday evening, we became aware of an allegation against one of our co-founders, Guy Beam. That's Dr. Disrespect's real name. We assumed his innocence and began speaking with parties involved, and in order to maintain our principles and standards as a studio and individuals, we needed to act. For this reason, we are terminating our relationship with Guy Beam immediately. While these facts are difficult to hear and even more difficult to accept, it is our duty to act with dignity on behalf of all individuals involved. And that's why he was removed. It happened. He admitted to it happening. And, they got rid of him. More power to him. That was the right thing to do. If he does end up coming back, we'll talk about it again. We'll see what his reception is if he comes back. If he's smart, he's been doing this for years. He's got plenty of money. Take your money, take your family, leave. Don't get back on the internet. Don't talk to kids. Just go live your own life, and be happy that that's the only consequence. Be happy that it didn't end in something more serious like a criminal charge. Until we get any more news on the situation, that's all I have for tonight. This has been Distorted Reality. Stay safe.